Fix your mom and make millions. Fix your mom and make millions. Mindset, message, offer, and marketing. Business development and spiritual development is not the same thing. And what do I mean? You got to be able to fight, bro. If you can't sling a rag and a rock, you're going to be stuck out there singing songs to God mad at why he didn't deliver you from being a shepherd. Here's how we change our mind, and I got to move. We don't make withdrawal statements. We ask deposit questions. Anytime we make a statement, we shut down a neural pathway in our mind for creativity and for innovation. What all do I actually need to accept people's money? Deposit question. Well, nah, I don't want to take people's money until I have everything in place. You don't even know what the grocery list should be. You cannot perfect what you have not done.
If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money.
Two things we're going to do every day is what? I heard somebody say pray, but promote was kind of low. I'm sorry. What? Come again and say what? Man, that give me something to bless. Change my life. Change my entire life. From 2014 to 2015 to 2016 to then go on to make millions of dollars. To drive cars that my great-grandparents would have bragged about being a chauffeur in. To sleep in hotels that my grandmother would have bragged about cleaning the floors in. To have visited, I'm on my third passport. To have been over 50 countries all around the world, to have built multiple businesses, to have staff throughout multiple companies. That's my beautiful baby girl right there, Rain. And she already has a company. The moment I found out that we was having a little girl, I started Rain Media Company. She has 11 employees on that company. I'm on payroll. I got my first check on the 15th. And I started to quit because it wasn't enough. But this is a true story. Company already built for her. 11 employees. We're already profitable. Multiple companies. So everything I want to teach you now is through this lens. Are we ready? Let's put this on the screen. Here's what I'm going to teach you. If you fix your mom, fix your mom and make millions. This is the lens of what I'm going to teach you. Fix your mom and make millions. Don't worry like, my mom. I know you ain't talking about my mama them. Fix your mom and make millions. Fix your mom and make millions. Let's go to the next one. Here's what mom is so it makes sense to you. Mindset, message, offer, and marketing. Mindset, message, offer, and marketing. Mindset, message, offer, and marketing. Does this make sense for you? If we fix this, we make millions. If we fix this, we make millions. So the first thing we're going to fix, let's start right here. This is all I'm going to teach you for the time that I have. The first thing we're going to fix is our mindset and make millions. We good? How do we go about fixing our mindset? Here's the first thing we got to know. Business development and spiritual development are not the same thing. Business development and spiritual development is not the same thing. Oh, Lord, this is where it's about to get rough. You got my back, bro. If it pop off, I need you. I need you. Grab that ooh-wop. Okay, y'all like, what's her ooh-wop? Business development and spiritual development is not the same thing. Here's what I understood. Learning and acquiring and developing discernment, these things are great. Developing closer relationship with God. This is how I strengthen my mind. Right? I don't believe I can build a business bigger than I build myself. I believe that just like the skeletal system upholds the body, my spirit upholds everything else. Because if I have within myself the inability to sustain and grow and have innovation and self-belief, self-confidence, self-awareness, self-discipline, self-control, all those things actually makes me better in business. But learning how to do more things in a ministry space is not how I learn how to develop operations, sales, marketing, messaging, offer creation. Make sense? So we can't mix spiritual development and business development. Where do I get this from? Well, David is anointed as king. This means it is God's will for him to be king, correct? But he would never be invited into the palace if all he is his spiritual gift, a worshiper. He will never get invited unless he has both a spiritual gift and business development. What do I mean? You got to be able to fight, bro. If you can't sling a rag and a rock, you're going to be stuck out there singing songs to God mad at why he didn't deliver you from being a shepherd. There must be our ability to develop both. If I show you, everybody in Scripture has both. Saul, both. Tent maker and revelator. Abraham, both. There is no biblical character you find that does not have both spiritual development and business development. Where do we find this from? Come on, this next one going to bust you up. This next one going to get you. Mindset, you paid Melchizedek, but did you pay Abimelech? You're like, what the heck does that mean? To pay Melchizedek, that's the tithe. To pay Abimelech, that's the investment Abraham made to buy the well, so Isaac had some way to take care of the land. If Abraham only pays Melchizedek, he has no earthly investments. You paid Melchizedek, but you owe Abimelech money. You cannot just give Melchizedek, priest and king. That's the tithe. Genesis chapter 14. He gave Melchizedek money to the prince of Salem. We are kings and priests after the order of Melchizedek. He gave him a tithe, a tenth of his spoil. It is the first time we find tithe in Scripture before the law of Moses. So he gave him tithe. But even though he gave him tithe, there is no way to sustain the blessing God gave him unless he invests and brokers a deal with Abimelech to buy the wells. Genesis 21, he pays Abimelech for the wells. And he pays him more than what he asked for. Abimelech comes to him, how's everything working out? Abraham, he was like, well, he starts talking about how people are fighting him for the wells. Abimelech was like, okay, cool, let's broker a deal, let's make it happen. Abraham says, no, I ain't going to take it for free. I'm going to give you this money plus another 7 animals. Why? He says, because I want you to swear an oath to me that in generations to come that I paid you a fair wage for this well. By the time we get to Genesis 26, Rehoboth, the Lord has made room. Those wells are rightfully Isaac's, which aligns with a prayer that Abraham prayed to God. What will you give me seeing that I go childless? So Abraham buys the wells because the prayer says God's going to give it to me. Are y'all getting what I'm telling you? I'm trying to get you to understand you got to do business. Every time I wanted to make more money, I would make it rain in offering baskets. So I paid to go to church conferences, but didn't go to no business conferences. I paid tithe, but never paid a coach. I paid offering, but never paid for ads. So Melchizedek got my money, but Facebook ads never did. And I was wondering why no one knew me. God did. Is this helping you already? Yes. I got to breeze past the rest of this stuff. Oh, God. Okay, I got to get into my teacher. All right. Whew. All right, so check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. What 2 things you going to do every day? Who prayed today? Did you promote your business today? Only one hand stayed up. So before the day is out, what do you got to make sure you do? Promote your business. 2 things you're going to do every day, pray and promote your business. All right, let's move. So here's what's important. Here's what's important in this whole piece. I'm not going to go into this whole idea of how sometimes we scare the blessings of our lives away. I'm not going to go into it. I got to breeze past it of how we scare blessings away. How? Because the same mind that thinks about what God can do thinks about what might not happen. So money needs a safe place to live. So if our thoughts have scarcity in them, money is like, can you tell them I'm afraid? I'm afraid to hang out with them. Why? They keep telling me that it's too much. They keep telling me that I'm evil. There are, like, money. I just genuinely believe that money loves me. It likes me. It likes hanging around me. The safest place for money to be is in my pockets. Oh, why? Because I got people to bless. Things to do. Who better for it to be with than a generous person? With all that you want to do and all the vision that you have and all the people you can help, why wouldn't you be blessed? So here's what we do. Here's the framework of what we do. We don't make withdrawal statements. We ask deposit questions. Here's how we change our mind, and I got to move. We don't make withdrawal statements. We ask deposit questions. I'll say it again. We don't make withdrawal statements. We ask deposit questions. What does this mean? Are y'all good? You just taking it in? Okay. What does this mean? Anytime we make a statement, we shut down a neural pathway in our mind for creativity and for innovation. When you make statements, you shut down the mind's ability to process additional options. When you ask questions, your mind opens up and expands to unlimited possibilities to figure things out and to explore. So if you say, I can't afford it, you shut down a neural pathway that you don't even think about being resourceful. If you say, how can I afford it? Listen to this. It is a deposit question that lets you start being creative and innovative. I can't do it, withdrawal statement. How can I do it? Deposit question. It ain't but 3 months left. There's no way that I can launch my stuff by then. Withdrawal statement. Since I only have 3 months left, what order should I do things? Deposit question. See the difference? We do not make withdrawal statements. We ask deposit questions. Deposit questions opens up possibilities and arranges and organizes our thoughts in order of priority. Since I only have 7 days to launch it, what's the order I should do it? Well, the website don't have to be pretty. Why? Because if I market on social media and send them to a website, they already made a decision to buy from social media. Who cares about the site? When they get there, they're looking for a way to pay. That's the cash register. So if you market in the store, the cash register is not what makes the decision. So that means, how do I do it? Well, the site ain't important. I ain't got to wait on the website. I got to focus on the content and the offer. Well, I can't do it because I don't have the site. Withdrawal statement. How can I do it without this pretty website? Deposit question. What all do I actually need to accept people's money? Deposit question. Well, I don't want to take people's money until I have everything in place. You don't even know what the grocery list should be. You cannot perfect what you have not done. Withdrawal statements. How many people would be honest and be like, bro, I'd be weighing it out with them withdrawal statements. I got to ask more deposit questions. What is the best and highest use for my time today? One thing that hit me Sunday, that thing hit me like a ton of bricks this weekend. I was tripping. I was like, man, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And I'm talking about this the one right here when you know that you give out to everything and everybody and you got a problem to solve all the time. Something hit me and I was like, Marcus, you need you. No, I needed me. I was like, what you provide for others, you need to provide for yourself. Spoil what spoils you, you need you. What I feel like doing? Nothing. Hey, bro, do you mind coming? Nah, I ain't going to be able to do it. You need you. And I sat with that thing.